Alright, for today's grudge match, we're gonna go Ranger versus Hunter, the battle of the squishy ranged people. We'll start with Ranger first, I suppose. So Ranger gets a 50 range flat bonus, one-time bonus. Starts with a pistol, which is really not a benefit at all. Range damage mods. I mean, unless you plan on going pistols, you can play pistols. Honestly, they're not unusable, but they're just objectively like the worst gun in the game. They're not a jack of any trade, and they're certainly not a master of any trade. You know, to call them a jack of the trade, like they pierce once, but they just don't excel at anything. They don't excel at AoE, they don't excel at single target damage, they don't excel at like any particular form of scaling. They don't have a good rate of fire. Or you know, they don't have a good enough rate of fire to like make them the best at anything, but they're also just sort of not good at being in the middle of everything either. They're kind of just sitting at the bottom of all guns in all these regards. The only benefit it has is it's cheap. So, and then you're definitely squishy with the max HP stuff, but you do get nice bonuses to your flat range damage. Can't equip melee, but that doesn't really matter. So typically I say go revolver or SMG is generally what I would say. You want things that scale decently with the range damage. I mean, here's a problem with pistol. Just compare it to revolver to see the problem. You know, the revolver will always do more damage. The cooldown is better than half of the pistol. Granted, the revolver does have its reload time, but that really doesn't matter once you get to a certain amount of attack speed. They scale exactly the same with their flat damage, however revolver just does more damage flatly. And the only real advantage that pistol has is that, and it has less range too, for what that's worth, a little bit less range. The only advantage is the piercing, and it's already 50% reduced on the pierce. But yeah, that cooldown can be an issue. But again, it's like with enough attack speed, that cooldown becomes pretty much nothing. So it doesn't win there. Between SMG, they're quite different, but generally just, you know, the SMG, the range scaling gets better as you upgrade it. So once you get to tier 3 or 4, you're closer to 100%. So it actually still scales as well, and obviously the cooldown is just massively better here. The crit is worse for what that's worth, and it doesn't pierce. But overall, it really is just going to blow pistol out of the water. Now, I could argue that laser gun probably is worse than pistol. I mean, you just aren't going to run laser gun on anyone other than Jack, and even on Jack, I'd rather run revolver. You could do shredder as well, but full shredders is like iffy, I feel. So I think the way to go, I don't know, most would say SMG. I think it's revolver, so I'm going to do revolver. And like I said, the pistol's horrible, so, you know, what we're going to do is just immediately sell it so that I don't have it convoluting my weapon pool. It's not like I need it to get through the first few waves. Just have to bite the bullet, I feel, with pistol. I think first 2 waves will search for revolvers, so I really don't want to spend any money re-rolling. I can take attack speed or crit here. I think I'll take attack speed. Even though level 1 crit is better, like 3% crit is better than 5% attack speed. So actually we'll take the crit then. Alright, oh, I forgot to do that. We should do that before we ever roll. So, slight mistake, but it's okay. Now we have the option to mix in shotgun or shredder. The problem is I want to do that later. I don't want to do it right now. Because again, I do want to get these upgraded. I don't know though. Like I could maybe just take the shotgun right now because it is like a really good one to flex in. The only problem here is like you can get stuck in a situation where you're only getting shotguns then, and then that's not really what you want. You generally want like 2 shotguns and 4 revolvers is the problem. So actually I think I'm just going to roll. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. I don't care too much about lifesteal on this guy. I'm going to build him very similar to Hunter. Basically just full glass cannon. A few defensive stats to survive a few hits, but like I'm not going to worry that much about sustain. Mainly we want to kill stuff super fast. We could do the harvesting here. Gotta remember on Hunter we can't do harvesting. Cake even, I don't know. It's only 2 HP. I don't think it's worth locking. We're gonna need range damage here soon enough. I would have liked to have been set up better for 5 revolvers, but it's all good. Revolvers are expensive. Most of the good guns are expensive, so I think the only good gun that isn't expensive is a shredder, but I'm not even convinced shredder's amazing. I would generally rather have a shotgun as my AoE option. So basically the formula here, oh and by the way, if I just find sharp bullet, I don't need shotgun or whatchamacallit. So now that we're on wave 3 and the shop is different, I'm going to really only accept range damage if I can help it. Though if I get a blue HP, I guess I'll take it. Alright, there we go. Range damage. We only need the shotgun if I don't find sharp bullet and if it's approaching wave 9. So I think I'm going to still skip on the shotgun. Could take this fertilizer. Pays off by wave 6. I guess I will. Right, that's good. This is fine too. Still would have rather got some shotguns, or some revolvers, but whatever. They're powerful enough early that I can get by on 4 for now. Another thing I do like about the revolvers is, even though you really do want to find range damage on Ranger, because that's like his main benefit is the 50% ranged upgrade, like if I happen to just not find much, the revolvers still can benefit from percent damage. It's a good item to find. HP and crit here are fine, but I really do want to maybe get ranged if I can. I'll roll 3 times for it. Alright, there we go. Take that, take that. I don't think we take lemonade. I could take this. It's not really the priority, but I'll take it. Alright, there we go. All of those are good. I think this is okay too. Like I said, percent damage quickly comes online with revolvers. Make sure we get these loot aliens killed. I don't know if I can get the second one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to. You're really squishy is the thing. Probably need some speed. That's a fight where I would have liked to have a shotgun. Need some attack speed, range damage. Take. take... Funny thing is, it'd be interesting, I never thought about it, but they do allow shuriken on this character, but it wouldn't make any sense. Blue laser we won't take. We'll definitely take these. But we really need to get another weapon. Having only 4 guns right now kind of sucks. Probably could have just not bought some of those items. I feel like the character's good enough, though, that I can get away with just kind of buying anything that's decent. I don't need to be massively greedy, but we'll see if that ends up being the case. Alright, I'm going to take a shotgun or a shredder at this point, I think. If I see it. Alright, there's a revolver. I don't think I take another fertilizer at this point. Wouldn't. I have an early lead, unfortunately. Yeah, not that. It's nice to have a little bit of speed into this fight because of the eggs. Damn it, didn't mean to eat that. You can tell though we're already starting to kind of see the benefit of that attack speed. Oh, that was such a good egg spawn. That is the best egg spawn I've ever had in my life. Double egg right on me as I'm walking over it. What did I do to deserve that greatness? Oh wow, it basically happened twice in this fight. Things are going well. I don't think a single egg spawned. RNG was definitely on our side that fight. We could take that if we end up getting Shredder. It's probably better than $9. Just speculatively. We could take 3 armor here. For here, we should do something better. Yeah, range damage. Alright, there's the Shredder. We're close enough to wave 9 that we just take that. Plus we have, it's blue, plus we took this. I mean, it's, you know, I did say I'd rather have a shotgun, but right now I'd rather have this Shredder. So we'll probably go 2 Shredder, 4 revolver is the plan. And hey, look at that. Let's go down to there. Alright, that was a really good shop round for us. Like, thoroughly amazing. We're starting to come online. Yeah, as you can see, like, our offense is doing quite well here. Like, these tanks are dying. This is why I really like revolvers. Ooh, that's really good. We're gonna get that into wave 9, and we can handle wave 9 just fine. We're definitely taking that. Get a little HP, get some damage, but mainly we want those extra enemies. I think I'll take the HP here. Obliterator, that's interesting. It's like a revolver on steroids. Though it also just pierces the entire map. Man, I am tempted to take that. The Tardigrad's obviously very good to see, too. I'm gonna take it. It's a really good weapon. Oh my gosh, okay. Things are going well. I mean, there's some fights where Obliterator isn't great. I mean, in this fight, it's not necessarily great, but I don't know. This is going to go a long way toward killing elites, I feel. Especially if we face Wave 11 Croc or something. Reduce the amount of time I need to stay alive. You can see just how much work these shredders are putting in this fight, though. We'll have to check the total damage done at the end there. Those loot aliens definitely will just melt to the Obliterator. And the tanks. Alright. Might as well. Take some more speed. I do want to not die to a Wave 11 Croc, if I can help it. Take that. Upgrade that. I do eventually want dodge. Fertilizer. I'll take it for free, but I don't think I'm going to buy it. Okay, crown is... Damn, now I wish I bought it. Well, 8%. I feel like this crown would be worth it. Now, Shredder... This is one of the few things where consolidating to a purple and taking a tier 1 is an overall upgrade, so we'll definitely do that. I'm going to take this. I hope I don't regret it. Don't want mutation. Wave 10 has a lot of tanks, but they're going to go down pretty easily to my stuff. Look at that. I wish you could set rules for your weapons. Be like, Obliterator, you don't fire unless it's a tank. It's funny because, like, when you first see Obliterator, you think, oh, it's an AoE weapon, right? Because it pierces 99 times. It's like a railgun. But it really isn't. What it is it's a tank killer, and an elite killer, and a boss killer. Because it doesn't fire fast enough to be reliable in AoE situations, but it certainly does enough damage to single targets to just be some great option in that regard. Almost died at the end of there. Don't like the lifesteal. Take the HP. Armor, maybe? I don't know, maybe I'll take the damage at this point. Oh man, a red laser. I'm so tempted to take that over the tier 1 revolver. Certainly would help against bosses and stuff. Alright, we'll do it. Poisonous tonic. Garden's good too. Don't think I need the glass cannon. Alright. Butcher. Alright, let's... We don't have any there goes Tardigrade. But we can kill this guy pretty quick. I'm gonna need to keep around him though, because we need to make sure we kill him before too many enemies spawn in. I took a hit, that's not good. Alright, we got him. That's the thing with the Ranger. He goes against a lot of my playstyle, yet I find myself kind of enjoying him these days. Which is to say, I tend to like if I can help it, you know, a build that affords me the ability to get hit a bunch, but you're just never going to get that with Ranger. So you need to lean into a very aggressive playstyle. where your plan against elite is not to go the full distance, your plan against the elite is to kill them. Which we did. Alright, this is overall good. A really bad recycle on it too, so we'll definitely take that. Take that. Take that. Wings is super good. We can take the pumpkin. You know, we have piercing damage, so we might as well make it better. It's kind of funny, you see the damage here though, actually. That shows how good Revolver is. It's actually outperforming the Obliterator. Part of me wishes I had just stuck with the Revolvers, but that's fine. Nothing too bad. Wave 12 is definitely an AoE round. But I think we're fine there. I would like to upgrade that other shredder. There goes my Tardigrade. Tardigrade, I think, is the best on Ranger, Hunter, and Jack. You know, Jack I could lump into this this grudge match as well. I could make it a three-way grudge match, but I'd like to keep him one-on-one right now. I mean, I don't think there's any world I would say Jack is better than these two characters, even though I have been enjoying Jack lately. I just don't think there's any world where that would make sense. We kill stuff so fast, we don't need that. Get some crit. Take this, take that. Do not take laser gun. I can always check the damage. See, and this, by the way, lays it out. Like I said, it's not an AoE weapon. It has the lowest damage in this case. Although I guess technically this shredder wasn't doing too well, but this one does. Yet, Revolver's still kind of getting it done, huh? Alright, we can either upgrade the current Revolver or get rid of the bad shredder. And just run with one shredder. I think I upgrade the current Revolver. Okay, nuke launcher. That will replace the shredder. It does quite a lot of damage. We're going to have such a weird hodgepodge of stuff. This is not how it typically goes, but I think if you see some of the... Like, if you see a nuke launcher on a character that can use it, you take it. And I also feel the same about Obliterator. I think I'm one of the few... The general sense I got is that I'm one of the only few that likes Obliterator. But I stand by it. I think it's really good for killing these pesky tanks. And tanks is like my nemesis in this game, so... If it helps me kill the one thing that always happens to kill me, hey, I'm on board. It's a Horned Warrior Melter. And a Tentacle Melter. I mean, you look at these tentacles, they're not... See that Horned Warrior? See how long he lasted? Like, not long at all, right? Trying to find my opportunity to actually pick this stuff up. It's, not really coming to me here. Wow. Maybe I should have took the lemonade, I don't know. I thought that I would be able to get healed there, so that was unfortunate because that was going to be a win for sure, and I didn't really need to pick up that money. I got greedy. I'm going to... Fuck. Wave 13. Takes a long time to redo all that. I guess I'll retry. I feel like I owe Ranger one more shot here. Do the same game plan. I'm just going to stick with revolvers this time, though, if I can. Though I will say for Wave 9, I still need to pick up AoE if I don't find Pierce. Did not expect to die there, honestly. I thought for sure I had enough health with those plants to get in there and pick everything up. Yeah. I'm gonna buy this super early. I fucked up again with the stupid pistol. You know, I can just... Nah, I'm not gonna take the shotgun. Yeah, there we go. Worth. Still want to do the same thing where I try to make revolver the main thing, like, and then yeah. Got an item, that's nice. Nice, great item too. These are bad enough that I should probably reroll. I'm gonna take that over the range damage. I could buy it now or lock it and do coupon. I think I just buy it now. Get a new thing coming in. We lock that. I'll have to really remember that I'm Ranger and I have like no health. And not try to go in there and get materials. I mean, I think one of the things I have to accept with Ranger and Hunter as well is like, I just can't pick up materials sometimes. Just not going to happen. Could just take the shredder right now, I guess. I'd rather have a shotgun though. So I'll just... Okay, Baby Gecko's really good. Helps me with getting materials and stuff. I still want max HP even if it's reduced. Like, I have to have it. But, you know, we won't reach for it. You can't really just ditch HP the way you can ditch other stats that are reduced. Like, you know, I can technically ditch dodge, I can ditch, like, lifesteal or HP regen, but I really can't ditch HP altogether. Take attack speed here. Oh, look at that. Purple revolver. Beautiful. That'll round out our 6th gun here. Yeah. Though I still will have to take, whatchamacallit. I guess I take that. Baby with a beard, that's also a way to get, that's also a way to get AoE. I can stick with the guns then, in that case. Nice, get that too. Alright. Just me, or are these enemies like not dropping any materials? I feel like 2% of the enemies are actually dropping materials. I hope there's some like karmic dice with that, like Like, I don't know if it's just like, oh, an enemy has some flat percent to either drop no materials or not. I hope that it, like, isn't always just an independent roll. That would be annoying. Alright, we'll take that. No need the shotgun now that I've got Baby with a Beard. AoE will be more than taken care of. Got it right at the end there, nice. Oh. Still might need some extra AoE, just kind of seeing that go down. But I don't want it... I don't think I want it like that. This thing does 27 damage. Yeah. I feel like I'm just not going to settle for a tier 1 shredder or shotgun when I already have the Baby with a Beard, but I'm like still going to keep my eyes out for like another AoE option. Like a Pierce would be the best. I don't want to I don't want to split my weapons, I don't think. I think it's going to be much easier if I just stick with revolvers. Just want to be able to really focus on the enemies in front of me. I should buy this. Find out if we have enough AoE here. Looks like so far so good. Just want to make sure we're firing at all times. Don't waste any periods of downtime with not shooting. And again, I'm not going to try to pick stuff up necessarily if it means I'm going to die. Try to get those aliens. Gonna be tough. Okay, got one of them. Maybe I can get the other. I don't know where it is. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to kill it. Just pick these up at least. Alright, we're going way down negative into luck, but I'm fine with it. Oh, that is kind of annoying. I think we can take it though. We melt them pretty fast. Get some HP, get some attack speed, take that. Alright, that is a way to get some AoE. I don't know though, it's not that good. I don't really have that much of a need for it, I feel. Banner I like. Scope I like. I think I should buy the Scar first, though. I already have one Scar, but I'll take another one. Oh, that's a lot of lampreys. They didn't nearly go down as fast as I thought they would. And I will say I haven't really added a whole lot of range damage, which could be an issue. Not really cashing in on my character's whole thing that much. That loot alien went down pretty fastly, pretty quickly. Even with my negative luck, I guess bag would have been good on this run. I'm getting like a ton of items. I'll take that preemptively. I think it's likely that I could find some range damage. Take the crit there. We'll take that. I could cap my speed at 22 probably. It's just getting me 80 range though. I don't think it's worth my money. Don't mind that. Always take that. Take that. Take that. Alright, let's see if we can take the elite. Oh, it's Croc. We really gotta kill this guy. Before shit gets... I think it's doable. Alright, well, Wave 11 Croc, what can you do? Its tail is old as time. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Hunter's gonna win this battle. Now, with Hunter, I always go crossbow. Some people swear by shuriken, but to me, I'm like, I don't see how shuriken at all cashes in on this character's, like, strengths here. So, the nice thing with this is, like, range, which is just, you can find a lot of ways to get it. It's just, you're way incentivized to get it. And it's actually way better than actual range damage for this character when you go, you know, these things. We'll still take the range damage here, though. Now, keep in mind, we don't have harvesting, so that's something we don't want to get. Arguably, I should have never got it anyway. I mean, I'm eternally disappointed every time I take harvesting in a run. It's like, guys, you can see it's not helping you with the Wave 11 Elite. It's not. So, I should list out what they do. So 100 range, so double the starting range that Ranger gets. And instead of a bonus to my flat range damage, what I do is I get percent damage for every 10 range I get. So I'm already starting with 10% damage increase. And my crit chances are increased by 25%. My crit modifications are. And I can't do harvesting, and my max HP is squishy. It's technically more squishy than Ranger, but I find that it's really not that noticeable. You both kind of round down to just being a glass cannon that dies super fucking easily. So we don't want Scar on this character. Anything that reduces range we don't really want. I could take the Terrifying Onion, but I'd rather find other stuff. At this point at least. This I could lock. We're unfortunately not finding any weapons here. I'll roll 5, I guess. Alright, there we go. Coffee's definitely worth locking. So I think the characters I have in my S tier can... I think one litmus test I will say for them is they need to be able to have a chance against Wave 11 Croc. I think Ranger, I don't have him in S tier, but I thought like maybe one day he'd get there. I think he's maybe able to beat Wave 11 Croc, but it seems pretty damn unlikely, right? Like, I was getting him down, but once the circle phase comes up, it's like, dude, there's not a whole fucking lot I can do there. Not a whole fucking lot I can do there. So this is a useless item for us. Take some speed. Actually, no. We take the range. Take that. Roll. 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 Take. We'll take this just to get potentially more economy earlier. Take the crit, and we'll go there, there, there. None of that. And we definitely want attack speed. It's another big thing with Hunter when you're going bows, like, you're going to definitely need attack speed. You can have all the range and damage in the world, it won't matter much if you're not firing fast enough. That's good. We're gonna want some speed. If I have to fucking if I can somehow get to like 25 speed, I can also kill Wave 11 Croc. If we get at least Wave 12 Elite here. But, I don't know. I got some fucking bitter taste in my mouth from asshole Croc still. I'm halfway wanting to buy this ugly tooth just so it stops fucking showing up. Dude, I cannot... It's shown up like 5 times in my shop. I just don't want to lose 3% speed. I think it's a super overrated item. You know, reducing the enemy speed by 30% only after you've hit them 3 times. It's like... It's not going to do anything. It really isn't. We could take that. That's attack speed. The ranged damage isn't that important, but... you know, it's okay. Alright, round out the final weapon there. And you can see we're already doing pretty good damage by wave 6 here. I generally prefer this Hunter character to Ranger. Another thing I think, there are others I think that are like that too, but I do find that generally I don't think that's the case. Like most people prefer Ranger. People certainly love their SMG characters. I don't know that Hedgehog's worth it for my character here. Weird food might be. I don't think so, though. What's our crit chance at? 67. Sharp bullet we don't need because we already pierce. Take that. Alright, where are the eggs? Well, I don't know. Well, I delete those guys. I'm doing shitloads of damage. Wow. True glass cannon. Because I will not survive anything. I'm at 19 HP. These eggs are trying to deceive me here. The goal is to eventually have so much range that I shoot across the entire map. That's my favorite thing about Hunter. Bait could be bait. I'm going to take it though. Do I want this? I lose some crit chance. But I think that's okay. Because I do want like everything else it's giving me. Yeah, you know what? I don't. I take it back. I don't. It's just, I don't know. Costs too much. Alright, got the lampreys taken care of. I mean, if I were to compare me to Ranger right now, I feel about as powerful, except I just have a lot more range. That's basically what it kind of feels like. I feel like I got about the same AoE and single target damage. Maybe even a little bit more. I'm obviously maybe I can survive one less hit, maybe. I feel like I don't even do that, though. I feel like I survive about the same amount of hits, maybe. Just considering the answer to that is that I don't survive any hits. On either case. I can't really pick up the material. I can pick up the materials easier so far, I think, with this character. Maybe not, though. Speed or HP? No speed. We're losing HP here, but I don't know. That leather vest is overall going to be good. What we really want is a tardigrade. The nice thing is, like, we always do want the armor and the dodge, right? Like, it's gonna do more for us than HP does, technically, as a hunter. So, right there I only took 5 damage, so that's not too bad, right? Try to line them up on this side, so I can actually get in there and... I don't know that blindfold's actually worth it on this character. The 15 range does suck. Plus we got the thing anyway. Alien Baby's worth. Take that. We got the recycling machine. I'll take this here. Take attack speed here over range damage. Range damage is only 50% effective on these things. Get Gentle Alien's fine. Garden works. Don't really want to get into the situations that I'm getting into here. Like, you don't want to get into the middle of two enemies with this character. That we don't want. This we can probably do. I mean... Nah, never mind. We don't need that. These things pierce so many times. Like, that's just not needed. This we can take. Do not take Cyclops Worm. Man, should I really be locking all of these health items? I don't know. Like, maybe not. I have enough health. Let's just try to get more damage. Okay, this is better. Even the metal plate is a little questionable. You know what? I'm not going to lock that. Just lock the tentacle. I think I have enough defense on Hunter right now that I really need to just... We got the Wave 12 Elite coming up here. Let's just make sure we can kill it. Because similar to Rangers, same game plan. Like, we want to kill the Elite. We don't want to try to go the whole distance and... Eventually we're going to fuck up. If it's any hard elite, we're going to fuck up. So we need the fight to last less than 20 seconds. Luckily with this character, I can stand very far away from the elite and still shoot it. Though, if there's enough enemies in between, that still fucks that plan up. Yeah, these mummies are a bit annoying. I think I've invested too much in defense, and I'm weak on the offense at this point. I did make some mistakes there, I think. It's just tough because it was handing me very top-tier defensive items. Pretty hard for me not to take them, just on instinct, but we definitely need more attack speed and stuff. I could take this. I don't think so. Pumpkin doesn't really work here because I already pierce at 100% anyway. Just take the tentacle. Banner we like to see. Banner is super good here. Lens doesn't actually even earn us any damage. I've done that calculation before. Dangerous Bunny. We were already almost at 100% crit, so I don't think I need to buy a sunglass. Terrified Onion's good. Another banner's great. And I guess we're just going to fight the elite now. Let's go. Alright, it's the shittier version of Kronk. Oh god, he hit me though. That was a fucking heroic dash that motherfucker just did. Just going to keep my distance from him. This guy we don't have to kill, so I don't think I'm going to even try to. Not worth the risk. I guess we could still... Nope. Yeah, see, every time I think, okay, maybe I'll try to do it, it's a mistake. Like, we just need to kill the enemies. If I try to kill him, I'm not killing enemies, is the problem. I didn't focus enough on offense anyway to take him out comfortably, at least. Horrible fucking item. And percent damage does better for us than range damage does. Take that. Scope's great. Still sucks that you lose the attack speed, though. There is that aspect of it. And we're so far in minus luck, we could take the mushroom, but not really. Okay, rings is amazing. Another banner is also amazing. Definitely take another garden too. A lot of tanky enemies in this wave, but we're holding our own. It's a good sign. Good thing we got the recycling machine. It's our insurance against all these bullshit items we're getting. Okay, wings is such an incredible pickup. I mean, just to put it in, it's only 30 range, sure, but on my it's 66 damage, 72. I mean, that's 8 damage increase. It's pretty good, or 6 damage increase. Still, that's really good for, an item that just earned me like a ton of speed too. Not sharp bullet. None of that crap. Is this horde? I couldn't read. Didn't catch that at the end there. Even if it is, I don't think it matters. This is going to be a good fight for us because we have such good range across the map. I mean, our range is at 330 right now. That's almost the map. Or not the map, but almost the screen. But if I can get it to the point where it's beyond the screen, that's when it's really satisfying. Especially if you also have the attack speed to clear out all of the enemies on the current screen, then just see your bullets fly off screen. That's pretty satisfying. This is definitely a horde wave, it looks like, so I'm going to not even worry about picking stuff up. I'm going to stay in the corner here where I can really maximize the piercing effect. And then if I have to, I'll try to hightail it out of here. I'm not even going to try to pick the stuff up at the end. I guess I can pick some of it, but yeah, it's just not worth the fucking risk. What's our crit chance at? 88. Now it should be close to 100, right? Pretty close. What are the tier 1s? Pretty close too. The only thing that sucks about this is that you lose the attack speed, but what are you gonna do? It's everything. It's a lot of what you want. It's not necessarily all of what you want, but it's giving you a lot of extra damage and range and stuff. Just make sure we pick up everything on this fight. Quite a lot easier than that horde was. Explosion size? No. Man, our recycling machine is getting its fucking worth this game. We don't want Beanie. Statue we could take. I don't mind the statue. We'll take that. Already got a lot of speed anyway. It really wants me to take a plastic explosive. How is that not a unique item? I guess you can just keep getting explosion size even higher. A third garden seems a little much. I think I'm just going to roll with the 2. Could use this to get some HP. 7 minus 33. It's really not that much. I don't have enough. I don't think I have enough armor to buy that. Pretty shit set of rolls here so far. Yeah, pretty bad. Happens. I mean, it's just really fucking bad. Rolling at 57 feels bad. I'll do it once though, just because I've picked up like nothing on this go around here. Just gonna have to settle for that. Can't waste too much money to rerolls. I'm hoping to find stuff like Tardigrade too. Like every roll is good, but there is a certain point where if you're doing $60 for a reroll, that's probably not worth it. Oh wait, I just realized it's like I took the thing where I'm standing still, and I'm not standing still at all. Smart me. Hey, let's put the tally up. Improved tools with a non-engineering build. Tale as old as time. Do I take this here? I don't know with this weapon that I want that. I think we recycle that. We are getting shitloads of value out of our... Oh, night goggles, so good. Alright, what is the... Look at that, 376 already from that. Damn. I don't even know if we want the tree. Like, at this point, with the elite and then the final bosses, we don't want enemies or trees distracting our shots. I really want my shots going directly to one place, and that's the bosses and shit. Definitely don't take Baby with the Beard with this character. Insanity, Ugly Tooth rearing its ugly face again. I don't think we want these glasses we always take. Okay, we can get our first tier 4 here. So it is... Yeah, see, that's 120% chance there. Oh, right, that thing gave us a ton of crit, right? Yeah. Well, now we have so much crit, we don't know what to do with it. I mean, I could take this at this point. Since we're already at 100% crit. Oh, well over 100% crit. This is just 5% speed for 120. I think it's okay. If I run into... No, I don't need it. Like I said, I don't want the other enemies convoluting my target. There we go. And you've been melted officially. Yeah, it's no surprise here that Hunter wins this battle, even if we somehow don't make it till wave 20. Like, we've already made it farther than Ranger, and it was much easier doing so. And I would say that we were much less fortunate in the shops with this Hunter run. Like, Ranger was finding everything. We did find some good stuff, though. We found a lot of banners. That's really good. We found, eventually, the night goggles, but by the time we found night goggles, like, the hard stuff was behind us. That's one thing I will say. Need that. Recycle continues to get its fair share here. Alright, that's great. Don't want the nuclear launcher. I'll take that. I'll take that. Beautiful. Alright, let's see if we can just sit here in this round. Let's see, now we're getting to that beautiful point where nothing on screen survives and I'm shooting stuff off the screen. This is what I love to see. This is Hunter right here. I'll just move toward the end to pick up my materials. Otherwise, I guess my range is not off the screen in the diagonal directions though. You'll notice that one guy wasn't getting shot. Alright, maybe with 15 seconds left I'll start gathering materials. We want 30 range over the 12% damage. 490 range. Oh, another wings. We'll just lock that for the final fight. And honestly, at this point, we could take this. We obviously don't earn anything from the harvesting, but having less enemies would be a good thing on the final fight. So we'll lock it for the final fight. Granted, there's already a very lack of enemies in the final fight, but again, I want my bullets all going to the one spot, which is the enemies. Now, I don't have a tardigrade, so we really don't want to overestimate our hand. Like, I need to be able to kill these bosses pretty fast, and if a horned warrior is getting that close to me, we know we're maybe not going to kill him gigantically fast. Yeah, it's getting a little iffy. We're going to have to definitely finagle a little bit of dodge and roll with the final fight. But I have faith. Faith in the hunter. Boom, boom. Could be some sustain. One more defensive item. I could take that for some dodge. Or I could take this for a bunch of % damage. Let's take that, and I guess we take this too. Alright. Godspeed to us. Oh god. This is not gonna be... It's not gonna be fast. Shit, good thing we dodged that. Try to kill this guy, because his shit's the most annoying. Okay, we got the red thing. We got it. Just sit here and finish the fight out. little hairy there for a minute, but landslide victory over Ranger, I would say. I would say so far in our grudge matches, we've had landslide victories. The, engineer landslide victory over old. Entrepreneur landslide victory over streamer. The cyborg versus artificer was the only one that you could even probably consider remotely close, but I would still say it was a commanding win by cyborg. And in this fight, I think it was straight up back to just dominating win by hunter. Not as pronounced of a difference as like engineer versus old or streamer versus entrepreneur, but still pretty big gap. Hunter just I think is an objectively better character than Ranger in my eyes. Like, it does the same exact stuff, really, but just much better. Like, I do more damage, and I do it from farther away. That's just what it comes down to. And, like, not having harvesting doesn't matter, and not having, 33% versus 25% reduction really is... There's no difference there. There's really no difference there. So, Hunter just has much better stuff in my eyes. Just a much better character. I could maybe argue that Hunter could be up there in the S tier, but the Wave 11 Croc litmus test is still... I don't know that Hunter passes that. I think he has a pretty rough time there. At least as rough as Ranger. So, like, I don't even judge the Wave 11 Croc Ranger loss against Hunter here, but I do just judge the first fight that ended on Wave 14 or whatever. I do judge that one. But yeah, I still say Hunter wins. It just felt better to play. Felt more powerful, felt more smooth. So, saved 76 out of that. Probably not worth it. Healed 39 out of that. Man. It's certainly no adrenaline. 2 wings is beautiful, especially now that you combine it with a power generator. 446 on those. That's a lot. We were rolling a lot because a lot of those shots sucked. And then 530, not too bad out of a recycling machine. That goes to show how many bad items we're getting offered, but also we're getting offered a lot of items, so there's good and bad there. I guess those are the only things with stats, but yeah, I still really like Hunter. Hunter's like a top 5 favorite for me to play, even though I would never say he's top 5 strong in the game, but definitely in the upper 25% of characters in the game. Let's check the tier list really quick and see where we're left with. I swear I'll get this faster this time. Got him. All right. So let's just go ahead and click remix now, because I think I have movements I want to make based on some of those recent grudge matches. So Cyborg is at the bottom of S. I think he remains there. And Hunter's at like toward the top of A. I think he remains there too. I think Cyborg passes the litmus test of Wave 11 Elite, because Cyborg can have a lot of survivability and some sustained by that point. Whereas you're definitely not going to get that with Hunter. Now, Sick would also pass that litmus test, technically. So I'm not going to put him up to S, but I should include him in my next grudge match. I just don't know who Sick would go against, because I do want to reserve a grudge match for Masochist and Doctor together. Those would probably be the closest characters to Sick, I guess. I don't know who else Sick goes against. Who can Sick go against? What would thematically make sense? Maybe Renegade? Just because they're both going to be shooting guns. Kind of. Although, actually, my best Renegade runs don't use guns. My best Renegade runs use Ghost Scepter or bows. Those have both been the best with Renegade in my eyes. Maybe Sick versus Loud. They'll both probably want to use guns. Sick versus Soldier, maybe? That could be an interesting one. Sick versus King. I feel like Knight versus King is more apt. Sick versus Ghost. I don't know. They're just like thematically maybe. They're both like dying or something. Sick versus Wildling actually. Oh yeah, that's probably it. That makes the most sense, I think. They're both lifesteal based. They both look miserable in their face. Yeah, so the next grudge match is going to be Sick versus Wildling. I'm pretty sure. And then we'll see if Sick can move to S. I doubt that. I mean, I know who's going to win this fight, but hey, you never know. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So did we want to move anybody? I don't think I move Hunter. I think he's up there and he's good. I could maybe drop Ranger to B though. I mean, I still think he's pretty good, but he certainly needs to be markedly worse than Hunter, because that was it did feel night and day better to play Hunter than Ranger. So for now, I will bump Ranger down to maybe top of B. Probably King is better. I don't know. I'll put him in top of B for now, and whenever I get to King, I'll reevaluate that one. But yeah, that'll be the end of this episode. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.